art lovers, and welcome to my first special video discussion. First of all, I apologize if my English is not perfect and the audio maybe it's not the best quality, but I do my best. I am Italian and more precisely Sicilian. Like someone we know, Raffaello Urbani, better known as the Metatron. We are friends of a lifetime and we both have in common the passion for medieval armor and knights, and I was one of his first subscribers. Recently we started this collaboration with Metatron, where I am, let's say, his illustrator. And for those of you that don't know who the Metatron is, well, go to check out his channel immediately. His content are simply amazing. Anyway, back to the logo. The original one was different, and my channel was oriented on video games. In fact, it was called Oil Painting Games. I have an entire playlist where you guys can find all my old videos under the name Video Games and Fantasy. Then later I decided to focus myself on the Middle Ages, and I transformed, literally, the channel into the Knight of Art. Because yes, I simply love medieval time and medieval stuff and knights. Here, today, what I am about to do is a more pleasant variation of my logo. But who is the Knight of Art? He is a very peculiar knight, for sure. Imagine it to represent art, or I should say, a defender of art. His main weapon is a brush and his shield a palette. This is not my best drawing, but still, I think enough good for me. Previously, I have already considered to make a video like this, but then the idea was put aside for more immediate project. But you know, it's not because I didn't want to. It was more for fear that maybe it might be boring or whatever. Let me know in the comments below, guys, how much you would like to see this type of video. I will be more than happy to hear your opinion, because there is also more to come. The channel is about to take a turn a bit more rich, let's say, both in subjects and in contents. The knights and in general everything around the medieval period, from the 17th century to the 14th century, contains the absolute best for me. Although my latest subjects were more focused towards the 16th century, which I love anyway, but here on this channel we just love art. And art is full of colors and different shapes, so for those of you that have wondered more than once, Knight of Art, will you ever make samurais, Saxons, Romans, Spartans? Yes, of course guys, I'm going to do them all. History is so full of amazing warriors, and I have already selected many subjects from many different cultures and time periods. Some of those go from the 7th century to the late Bronze Age. I will draw all of them and more, even fantasy stuff, because yes, I am also in love with fantasy. However, there is this other project that I have already started, and as some of you have already guessed, is to draw all the members of the community of the sword. I started with one of my favorite, Jason Kingsley from the Modernistic channel, and sure, Raf, I will do you too, but now don't be impatient, my friend. Now guys, remember to let me know what do you think of this video talk, like I already said previously, where we basically discuss what we want. Oh, and one more thing, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to turn your notification on to never miss a battle. And for those of you that are real knights, please consider making a small donation to my Patreon to support my channel and all the projects on the horizon. Okay, but now let's look at the final result of this drawing.